Who is the greatest lawman in American history? Hollywood tells you it's Wyatt Earp or Billy the Kid. They tell you the Wild West was won by white men. But the real king of the frontier was a man who arrested over 3,000 felons. He killed 14 men in self-defense. And he was never shot, not once. He rode a white horse. He gave out silver dollars. He worked with a Native American partner. Sound familiar? He was the inspiration for the Lone Ranger. But because of the color of his skin, history erased him. This is the story of Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves was born a slave in Arkansas. When the Civil War broke out, his master dragged him into battle for the Confederacy. One night, Bass beat his master up and ran away. He fled into the Indian Territory, modern-day Oklahoma. He lived with the Cherokee and Seminole tribe for years. He learned their languages. He learned to track like a wolf. He learned the land better than any map. When the war ended and slavery was abolished, the government needed a new kind of marshal, someone who could survive the Badlands. They called Bass. Bass wasn't just a shooter, he was a detective. He was famous for his disguises. Once, chasing two outlaws, he dressed as a homeless beggar. He walked 28 miles to their hideout wearing shoes with holes in them. When he arrived, the outlaws invited the old man in for food. As soon as they fell asleep, Bass dropped the act. He marched them all the way back to Fort Smith. He didn't fire a shot. He outsmarted them. The Indian Territory was the most dangerous place in America. 1 out of every 4 marshals was killed in the line of duty. Bass Reeves survived for 32 years. He had his hat shot off. He had his belt shot off. But a bullet never touched his skin. The criminals were terrified of him. They believed he carried the spirit. If Bass Reeves had a warrant for you, you didn't run. You surrendered. But his greatest test wasn't a gunfight. It was a choice. In 1902, his own son, Benny Reeves, committed murder. The other marshals didn't want to take the warrant. They didn't want to hunt their friend's son. So Bass stepped forward. He said, "Give me the writ." He hunted his own son for 2 weeks. He arrested him. He brought him in. And he watched him be sentenced to life in prison. To Bass Reeves, the law was a law. No exceptions. Not even family. Bass died in 1910. But almost immediately, Hollywood began stealing his life. They took his white horse. They took his Native American partner. They took his silver dollars. But they put a mask on him, a white mask. For a century, kids played cowboys and Indians, not realizing that the greatest cowboy of them all was a black man.